What do a skull, a bubble, and a flower have in common? They are all symbols of life's fragility. In the early 1600s, artists grouped them in a kind of painting called a vanitas. So what exactly is a vanitas? The word vanitas comes from a Latin word meaning vanity. Its root, vanus, means empty or fleeting. In this context, it doesn't refer to someone having too much pride. In art, a vanitas serves as a reminder of the futility of worldly desires. Wealth, beauty, pleasures, all of it's temporary. Death comes for us all. Paintings like this one are a meditation on the brevity of life and remind us to start thinking about what comes after death. Vanitas paintings like this one became popular in Europe during the 16th century, especially in the north. They're a type of still life painting. Vanitas paintings are allegorical works that group symbolic objects to remind viewers that success, riches, and crowns are meaningless in the face of mortality. An allegorical image typically conveys a hidden meaning, often a moral or political one. In Netherlandish artist Jacques de Gheyn II's painting from 1603, Vanitas symbolism is everywhere. A skull rests in a niche beneath a delicate bubble that will burst at any moment. The skull explicitly symbolizes the inevitability of death. Bubbles became popular symbols of fleeting life, borrowed from the ancient Roman saying, homo bulla est, or man is but a bubble. Reflected in the bubble are a torture wheel, crowns, drinking glasses, a leper's rattle, and a game board. They're all intended as reminders about human folly or foolishness. A leper's rattle was a clapper used to warn people of the presence of individuals infected with the disease leprosy. The torture wheel on the rattle remind you of the misfortunes you can experience in life. Urns to either side hold smoke and flowers. The fresh-cut flowers will eventually wilt and die. One has already started to drop its petals. The wisp of smoke from the urn will fade, a reminder of life being snuffed out. Flowers and smoke are ephemeral, they don't last. Coins and medallions on the ledge between the urns are more reminders of human foolishness. Money and wealth don't really matter, especially to the person whose skull appears before us. A broken or cut stalk of wheat under the skull hints at both death and resurrection in the Christian tradition. Wheat is a symbol of Jesus' sacrifice, where he becomes the grain of wheat that falls to the ground to produce many seeds, representing his death and resurrection that bring forth many believers. Here, it reminds us that only by being buried can we be reborn. Still, Vanitas paintings are not overtly religious. Even the architecture reminds us of the futility of life. Carved above the niche is the phrase humana vana, or human vanity. Placed to either side of the arch are two ancient Greek philosophers, Democritus and Heraclitus. An old legend claimed that Democritus laughs while Heraclitus weeps, which were their reactions to the folly of human beings. The artist shows them as such here. So why were Vanitas images so popular in the early modern world? Europe had been rocked by religious wars, epidemics, economic crises, and even the discovery of new continents. With so much uncertainty, people turned to art that grappled with life's fragility. Ultimately, a Vanitas image is not intended to scare you, it's about perspective. In the Netherlands, where Vanitas paintings were really popular, there were also a lot of wealthy merchants. These people valued reminders that life is short and that in the end, the stuff you accumulate doesn't matter.